So today we have someone really special with us. Not one, not two, but three students. One from IIM Indore, one from IIM Ranchi, and one from IIM Rohtak. पहली बार हो रहा है सिर्फ और सिर्फ LPT के YouTube चैनल पे, तो हम inside and out सब चीजें डिस्कस करने वाले हैं. But before we proceed, I want them to introduce themselves and let you know who they are and where they hail from. Over to you guys.
Hi, my name is Rakshit Jaiswal. I am currently studying at IIM Rohtak, as you can see from my background. I am from Jaipur and I have been with LPT for last 2 years. And yeah, Rohtak is great.
We'll come to that later.
Yeah.
Okay, over to you,
Yeah.
Shashwat, now.
Hi everyone, my name is Shashwat Kumar. I'm from IPM first year at IIM Indore. Right now I'm just chilling here. That's it.
Okay, so
Hello, I am Shreyas Narsaria. I am currently doing my first year from IIM Ranchi IPM course, and I am from Patna.
okay, so a little story for you all, just so you know, Shresht and Shashwat, they know each other. How they know each other? Even the one thing that is common is that yes, they belong from Patna, but what's the other thing? I want you to tell us the little story.
Ma'am, I actually met him during our IIM Ranchi's interview, ma'am. We were like
Great.
we gave our interview, then we like ate food at IIM Ranchi's canteen together, and we just spent time together for like 3-4 hours.
Hmm.
Then
But
this is
you
how like we
never
got to know, ma'am.
met them earlier, being hailing from the same city. You never met earlier.
No.
Okay, that's
No,
great.
no,
Small
ma'am,
world.
no.
Small world. Anyways, now first question coming to you is IIM जाने के बाद ऐसा कौन सा पर्सनालिटी ट्रेट था जो आपने देखा एकदम से चेंज हो गया? सो रक्षित बिफोर IIM, शाश्वत बिफोर IIM, श्रेष्ठ बिफोर IIM, and now Rakshit in IIM, Shashwat in IIM, and Shresht in IIM.
What I feel is I have become much more extrovert. Like I was also extrovert earlier back then, but yeah, now I can much more communicate much easily.
Mm-hmm.
So that is that one trait I saw.
Networking, basically. You're good at
Yeah,
networking
yeah,
now.
we can say that.
Networking or socializing.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Shresht?
One thing that I have noticed that I have become better day by day in managing the time. Like IPM is one of the most rigorous course in the country, I believe. Like at IIM Ranchi, we study around 70 courses within 3 years. So you have to manage time to manage your academics, to do case comps, or to do other kinds of events or any college events. So you have to manage the time. Like
Hmm.
currently, just before recording this session, I was doing a case comp. So
Hmm.
like every day you are into something new. So this gives you a very different kind of exposure, and you get better day by day in managing your time.
It's basically exploring the part of your personality you never thought you had, right? Coming out of your
Yeah.
comfort zone, something that Rakshit is experiencing right now. About you, Shashwat?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, like before coming to IIM Indore, I was kind of, you could say dependent on parents, to be honest, for every little
Hmm.
thing. But now, after coming to IIM Indore, I've kind of become independent. I mean, like earlier, I didn't used to do solo traveling. First time after coming to IIM Indore, I did it. So it was, kind of a good experience for
Hmm.
me. Yeah. Apart from that, I think most of the things like have changed. Like, see, earlier I was, kind of I got time for gaming. I got time for scrolling
Hmm.
Instagram and YouTube. But after coming to this time, no, I am not getting that time now.
But I think no one should scroll Instagram or other social media before IPMAT and after IPMAट. After IPMAट तो आप लोगों के सामने है. You any which ways can't. Before
This,
IPMAट अगर IIM में जाना है तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं देखना है. Correct?
हाँ, this is a नाम disclaimer यार. थोड़ा सा पढ़ाई पे फोकस करना है अभी आप लोग को.
Right, right. Now that you are all settled in your respective IIMs, तो अब ना reality check की बात करते हैं. Like how has life changed after the selection? Okay. So what was the biggest expectation you had? कि for example मैं इस IIM में जाऊंगा, इस IIM में जाऊंगी. So this was what I was expecting, and what was the reality shock that you got? So one by one, boys, tell me.
I guess one point was mentioned by Shresh. Life become very, very hectic. Like when you think, when you're in a school, you think like I'll go to college. You have a student of the year vibe about colleges, and when you go and you see the reality, like everyone is in a race to become the better version of themselves, and you
Hmm.
have to be that part of that race. So
Right.
that was the very big reality shock. Like you are,
So, so
life has
the
not over yet. You have
right,
to just keep going.
the competition just doesn't end at the exam. It's after the
Hmm.
exam also. So you have to prepare your mindset like that, and that's life. That is how everything. Whenever you think, बस ये कर लेता
Hmm.
हो जाएगा, नहीं, that's not how it is, right? Okay, fair point. Now, Shashwat, what about you?
I'm adding to Rakshit's point. Actually, ma'am, after interview, I was, kind of binge watching movies. So I watched couple of Student of Years moving, Student of the Year 1, Student of the Year 2, and then I had, this much expectation. And then when I came to this college, initially it was met with fest and, I mean, parties and all that. But then with time I saw, okay, my college is वे मोर हेक्टिक देन आई थॉट एंड यहाँ पे वो मतलब जैसे मैंने सोच के आया था कि आई विल काइंड ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस की फुल टाइम ही टाइम होगा मतलब साइकिल कैंपस में चलाएंगे ये वो मतलब ये ऐसा सीन नहीं है मैम
कुछ
यहाँ
भी
पे
नहीं,
पढ़ाई
कुछ
करो
भी, पढ़ाई।
हाँ मतलब अ, यहाँ पे इंटरेस्टिंग बहुत है जैसे स्विमिंग करने को मिलेगा जिम है सब मतलब बहुत चीजें हैं बट हाँ मतलब उस लेवल का एक्सपेक्टेशन नहीं है मतलब
एक्स्ट्रा
स्टूडेंट ऑफ द ईयर
करिकुलर्स
लेवल पे
हैं, बट
जैसे वो दिखाते हैं
एक्स्ट्रा, सो बेसिकली टू सम इट अप, एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर्स है, बट एक्स्ट्रा टाइम नहीं है वो करने के लिए,
Hmm.
बिकॉज ज्यादा टाइम है हमारा उसमें चला
हाँ
जाता है,
टाइम ही नहीं है मैम
पढ़ाई में। करेक्ट, करेक्ट। ओके,
यस
श्रेष, व्हाट अबाउट यू?
Like Saswat used to call me and rant about it. Like we have 10 courses and we don't have time. Like we have a very beautiful campus. We have these resources, that resources, but we are not able to utilize it because we don't have time. And we can't do anything apart from academics. So IIM Indore is pretty hectic on that part. But what IIM Ranchi has to offer that it is comparatively less hectic when compared to IIM Rohtak and IIM Indore. So one of the policy changes that happened in recent times was that our midterm was scrapped and it is replaced by AI project. So now we have only our end sems. So we get better time to do other extracurricular activities. So we can dedicate our time to case comms or any other event that we like to. So it contributes to more of a holistic development that
राइट।
and we can choose our own path. And one
Hmm.
thing, one reality check that I would like to say is कि आई में घुसना ज्यादा आसान है यहाँ पे सरवाइव करने से ज्यादा, क्योंकि द रियल कंपटीशन इज इन द पर्टिकुलर बैच व्हेन यू
हम्म।
compete with one of the best minds in the country, then it sometimes gets really toxic. Like
Like,
we have relative grading. I guess at IIM Rohtak too, we also have
hmm.
relative grading.
हम्म।
So it sometimes turns out into toxicity in the batch too.
So
But
it's
I
basically like
Hmm.
you're competing with the like minds. So when you
Hmm.
think, oh, I got selected, there are other 10, 100 people also who have the same thing that
Hmm.
I got selected, and then you all are competing together. But I believe, Shresh, that this is again, helping you to
Hmm.
get ready for the real world outside. You guys are
Hmm.
still in college. You still have to face the real world, and the real world, it's not right to say, but it is harsh. So
Hmm.
you should rather say you're privileged that you're already facing it. You're not actually, in a way getting developed
Hmm.
for it. Right now, since you have mentioned the academic rigor part, I would want
Hmm.
you to tell, क्योंकि students ना website पे तो बहुत चीजें available होती है कि जैसे
Hmm.
शाश्वत latest example कि हमें ये करवाते हैं वो करवाते हैं, बट टाइम
Hmm.
कितना रहता है? सो
Hmm.
लेट्स हैव अ क्विक डिस्कशन ओवर द एकेडमिक रिगर, राइट? कि
Hmm.
पढ़ाई कितनी है, एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर्स पे कितना फोकस है। नाउ रक्षित वाज जस्ट सेइंग, मैम टुडे आई हैव अ फेस्ट, आई हैव टू अटेंड, कट टू ही इज नाउ टेलिंग मी, ओ आई डिडंट अटेंड। सो आई वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड कि क्या है एकेडमिक रिगर और कितना फोकस रहता है एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर्स पे। सो लाइक
Uh,
श्रेष्ठ हैज ऑलरेडी कवर्ड द पॉइंट कि रांची थोड़ा होलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट पे देता है।
Hmm.
रोहतक और इंदौर का क्या सीन है? रोहतक का क्या सीन है सबसे पहले?
See, we have clubs. We have a clubs that are being organized by our seniors.
Hmm.
So we have a fest like, yeah, every week there's some kind of activity going on in the college. by any of the club. Like recently, we had a major flagship event of our college that was War of Batches, and it was fabulous. Like all three IPM batches used to came and just compete with each other among, I mean, like 15, 20 sports, and it was very much great. It was very great. But yeah, academic rigor is also here. I
Hmm.
would like to add a point like in when we were at our school, we were the topper of our school, but now here we have toppers of every school, and now we have to be the topper among them
Hmm.
to be the best among, and that is a very tough part. So there is academic rigor. There are seven subjects in each term. There's a trimester system. There's relative grading. There is like we have our mid sem and end sem along with quizzes, presentations, and it becomes hectic. And we have to improve our CV also by the time we
Right.
pass out. So it is very much great rigor we have. But yeah, there's also fun part. That is a
Hmm.
perk of an IM. So and you get an
Again,
IM tag. You get an
IIM
IM
tag.
tag.
Exactly. Fun part is the IIM tag,
Yeah,
which will definitely benefit you guys in the long run, right?
yeah.
Okay, Shashwat, what about Indore?
And see, Indore is the most rigorous, I mean, among all IIMs, to be honest. And like, see, Indore has a very strict attendance policy too. So if you like, in most of the colleges, what happens is that 75% criteria is necessary.
Mm.
Here we have 80%. So you can't miss more, like more than 20% of your classes, even if there's a medical reason or whatever, like case competition, startup events, doesn't matter. You can't miss more than 20%. So like, see, the academic rigor is too much, to be honest. But the thing is, these kind of things actually shape us, actually, prepare us for the future as well, ma'am. See what happens now. Okay, if you come here, you compete with toppers. Yeah, I mean, from commerce background, from science background, from arts background as well. So by that you kind of gain knowledge, even if you are average among those people. But the thing is, you will be still be among the cream
Mm.
of the uh, as compared to the rest of the India, ma'am. So the thing is, you'll get to know a lot about this college after coming. Just आईपी मैट दो, क्लियर करो और आ जाओ यार, उसके बाद फिर तो
Hmm.
बहुत ही सही सीन है यहाँ पे.
Now that you have ended on this point, the other question is कि जब आप IPMAT की तैयारी कर रहे थे, so you have studied quant, VA, RC, LR, but ऐसी कौन सी स्किल थी जो आपने डेवलप नहीं की या आपने सीखी नहीं, लेकिन अब IIM में वो बहुत जरूरी है? ऐसी कौन सी स्किल है? सी अकेड्स
कॉफी
तो
पीना,
हम बात करते
कॉफी
रहेंगे.
पीना मैम, कॉफी पीना मैम, दैट्स इट.
ओके, कॉफी पीना. सो अगेन ब्लैक कॉफी इज इट?
नो मैम, मतलब कि मैं पहले, इससे पहले कॉफी कुछ नहीं पीता था. यहाँ पे आके एग्जाम्स एंड सिम्स, इतने सारे
हम्म.
क्विजेज, ये सब को डेडलाइंस मीट करते करते मैम रात में पढ़ना ही पड़ता है. तो
तो
पहले क्या था कि
कैफीन
रात.
कैफीन
यस मैम.
एडिक्शन नहीं बोल के हम ये बोल देते कि तुम लोग अपनी स्लीप साइकिल अभी से ही सुधार लो. 8-8 9-9 घंटे नहीं सो पाओगे, तो कट शॉर्ट दैट
हम्म.
ओनली अभी से ही इफ यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर आईपी मैट.
यस मैम, यस मैम.
ओके रक्षित.
यहाँ पे आके मैम, यहाँ पे एक्चुअली मैम ना, लोग को ऐसे लगता है कि बहुत ज्यादा सोने को मिलेगा. थिंग इज कि आपको उतना ही सोने को मिलेगा जो आपको एक्चुअली में जरूरत है, 6 आवर्स. दैट्स इट.
सो यू आर
Just
स्टडिंग बायोलॉजी एज वेल कि शरीर को इतनी ही जरूरत है सोने की. वो जो भी था वो एक्स्ट्रा एक्सेस था बस.
sometimes
Shashwat,
हाँ.
so your next 30 day schedule.
या फॉर श्योर ब्रो.
So it
some, sometimes 6 hours is also too much. I mean, yesterday I slept for like what, 3 hours.
4 hours.
Our exams are coming in like 4 days and we have to study.
Hmm.
So 6 hours is sometimes like, oh my God, I had a 6 hour slept, bro. I slept crazy. That is the feeling sometimes we get.
Hmm. You know what? At this point, I feel you are scaring all the current IPMAT aspirant.
No,
So you have to ensure that you just don't show them the this side of the picture. Show them the other side also, guys.
for
Come
for
on.
for
ओके.
for that
So
you
if
have to see the average placement and get motivated by it. That is all.
yes, ये हुई ना बात.
And
बिल्कुल
most
यहाँ
importantly, you have to
पैसा
see
देखो
the
पैसा.
average. And most importantly, you have to see the average placement of I am Indore. We Rohtak and Ranchi are still cannot compete with Indore. So yeah, Go
New
Indore,
IIMs.
guys. Go Indore.
It's not just, again, it's just not about placements.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
also about, so see, for those of you who don't know, Rakshit's brother is in final year at IIM Ranchi,
Hmm.
correct? So now, Rakshit, when you see your brother,
Hmm.
there must be some other personality that you're seeing, right? Something that the IIM has made him.
Yeah, I feel that what we have been talking about, time management and communication skills, are very much developed by him at this moment. He can talk to people. He has great connections in Jaipur and in other cities also, like Mumbai, Delhi. And
Hmm.
yeah, this is what I feel, that I am give you exposure. I am teach you how to talk to people.
Hmm.
And that
Correct.
is a major change I have seen in him over the past years.
Right, right. So for all those of you who are watching,
Hmm.
सिर्फ इनकी ये वाली बातों पे ध्यान मत देना. ये जो ये बातें बता रहे हैं, the personality development you get, the holistic development, of course placements are there, and human nature है, हमें सबको सबको चाहिए रहता है, placements जाना रहता है. That is one side, but so is the other side as well. Okay.
Like a major criticism is always given that IIMs have a very high fees and the time rigor is too much. But on the other hand, it is also giving us like the course is very generic in nature for the
Hmm.
BBA, especially the first 3 years. So
Hmm.
everybody you complains that why is the course so generic and we are studying so many diverse subjects, and why can't we stick to a specific domain and we could excel in that? But what the first 3 initial years of IIM at any IPM course is meant to give is it wants to give you a very wide view of the world and different perspectives of different subjects.
Correct.
Like we are studying psychology, so we are connecting psychology with marketing. We are studying biology. We are studying philosophy. We study every different subject that uh, uh, people at different courses study. We are studying
Right.
business law, so we are getting exposed to different perspectives, and this gives us a very different perspective of how we
Right.
view the world. Like people who come at IIM have a very narrow perspective, but when they are graduating from after these 3 years at any IPM course, they have a very wider view of, and they have a different perspective towards the world. Like
Correct.
now they see the world in a very different way.
So it's like, one point that we always
Hmm.
tell our students, our aspirants, is that BBA, MBA है तो BBA is not
Hmm.
just about business management. There are other
Hmm.
also. Like Indore clearly specifically lays down कि
Hmm.
बहुत सारा permutation combination होगा, subjects का होगा.
Hmm.
Same is there in Ranchi also. So it's just not a traditional course. It's something that everyone needs to know. It's unconventional and इसमें
Hmm.
आपको काफी चीजें मिलती है. Just imagine marketing के साथ साथ आप psychology भी पढ़ रहे हैं. अगर आप
Hmm.
यही एक normal BBA कहीं से करेंगे तो आपको
Hmm.
psychology नहीं मिलेगा. Correct,
Hmm.
guys, but you are able to
Yeah.
study that. These combinations you are able to get only with IPM, and the
Hmm.
awareness is actually required over this fact. That is not just a generic BBA, it's not just a
Hmm.
generic course, there's so much more to it. So much. You cannot, a science student cannot, if a
Hmm.
science student जिसने science ले लिया but उसे psychology पढ़ना था वो IPM में अब पढ़ सकता है. Right. Now, a fair, good point, Shesh, that you have raised. But now, I also want you to tell the upcoming students, जो aspirants है, कि जो चीजें आप कर चुके हैं IPMAT 2025 के लिए,
Hmm.
वो क्या है चीजें जो उन्हें नहीं करनी चाहिए या करनी चाहिए. So the first question is, what's the one thing that you wished you started earlier for your preparation? क्या ऐसी चीज है कि अगर
Hmm.
आप ये जल्दी तैयारी कर लेते इसकी तो वो बेटर रहता. नाउ तो दैट यू आर ऑलरेडी इन
Hmm.
योर ड्रीम IIMs, बट स्टिल एक ऐसी चीज जो अभी अपकमिंग स्टूडेंट्स को अगर अभी स्टार्ट करेंगे तो बेटर रहेगा.
People are worried about interviews like crazy. They are crazy about interviews, worried about the interviews. So interviews पहले फर्स्ट राउंड क्लियर करो, फिर
हम्म.
सेकंड राउंड के बारे में सोचो. क्योंकि इंटरव्यू कॉल आया नहीं है तो इंटरव्यू के बारे में सोच के कोई फायदा नहीं. फर्स्ट क्लियर द कट ऑफ विद अ गुड मार्जिन. लाइक
हम्म.
क्लियरिंग द कट ऑफ won't guarantee you a seat at any IIM. So,
Hmm.
like you need to clear the cutoffs with a good margin, because the people clearing the cutoffs are very much like Indore gives call to around 810 people for 150 seats. So the selection ratio after the cutoffs are released from the first round is around 20% only. So
Right.
to be in that 20%, you need to
Hmm.
have certain edge in the cutoff also. So try to maximize your score. So first focus on the first round, and when you clear the cutoffs with a good margin, then focus on the interview part. Like I was not very good with the interviews specifically, and my communication skills were not that polished. But after I cleared the cutoffs with a good margin, then I used to work on
On
interview
the
part,
communication
and
part.
then I used to give around one mock interview in every couple of days. So
Hmm.
my communication skills got improved, and interview skills got improved by time.
So
So hmm,
focus on your entrance exam first and then
hmm,
cut chase to interview. Is
interview.
again, I
Hmm,
have seen students panicking a lot कि IPM करना
hmm,
नहीं है, क्यों नहीं करना है, क्योंकि my interview skills are not that great.
hmm,
That's not a fair point. You should understand the process first. Correct, valid point.
hmm,
Rakshit, what about you?
See, I believe that interview is equally important for any IM. So you should not sideline it for the end moment because you don't get as much that much time after your paper and your result.
Hmm.
hmm,
So what I believe is you should, if you're confident about clearing your paper, like you're giving mocks and you're getting a
hmm,
decent score, like the, the point was valid. You have to get a at least 30 mark margin. You have to maintain a 30-mark margin. If you're securing that margin, you then should start preparing, not like properly prepare for interview. Just
Hmm.
practice your speaking skills. You cannot
hmm,
develop
Right.
your speaking skills in 15-day time span. You can't.
So
hmm,
basically to for those students जिन्हें पता है कि मेरा
Yeah.
communication अच्छा नहीं है, what you can do is simultaneously pick up habits. अब वो habits क्या हो सकती है? Start conversing in English if you aren't already, just with your family friends. This will also help you in a
hmm,
long run. Rather than just gatekeeping it for later, it's best if you already know your weaknesses, start working on that. But at the same time, what Shresht has pointed out is
hmm,
पूरा ही ध्यान हमें इंटरव्यू पे नहीं देना है. पता पड़ रहा है इंटरव्यू के लिए तो आप रेडी हो, लेकिन जब
Hmm.
hmm,
पेपर देने की बात आई तो डब्बा गोल है, वैसा भी नहीं होना चाहिए.
Yeah.
सो बेसिकली दैट पूरा खेल है एक बैलेंस्ड अप्रोच का.
hmm,
करेक्ट. ओके शाश्वत, ओवर टू यू.
Yeah, I would say that guys, don't just focus on, perfecting one topic. I would
Hmm.
like say ki give mocks as like before the real exam as much as possible. मतलब जितना पहले आप दोगे mocks, the thing is you'll realize कि this is my weakness, this is the part where I lack. So you'll actually try to improve it. Most of the students and even I did this was पहले पढ़ लेते हैं, पहले सिलेबस कर लेते हैं, फिर मॉक देंगे. नहीं, कभी भी नहीं करना है ऐसा. पहले मॉक दो. जैसा मतलब वैसे टाइम फ्रेम डिसाइड कर लो, एक सप्ताह में दूंगा, ठीक है, एक सप्ताह में एक मॉक्स दिया, उसके बाद फिर आपको जो भी लगा कि मुझे ये टॉपिक्स वीक है, तो आप नेक्स्ट नेक्स्ट वीक में आप उसके ऊपर वर्क करो. द थिंग इज यू शुडंट बी इन दिस डेल्यूजन कि मेरा एक बार सिलेबस हो जाएगा फिर मैं मॉक दूंगा. दिस इज द लाइक वन थिंग आई विल से कि जो मैंने मिस्टेक करी थी, और मैं चाहूंगा कि आप लोग ना करो. मैंने बाद में मिस्टेक सुधार ली थी, बट द थिंग इज इफ यू गाइस कैन रेक्टिफाई इट अर्ली, देन व्हाई शुडंट
Earlier.
यू? सो
Early the
या
better.
दैट्स इट.
Correct. Okay, now to make things more fun, we will be having a quick rapid fire round जिसमें आपको बस one word select करके बताना है this or that.
hmm.
Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
यस मैम.
Okay. Okay, so the first question is mess food or outside food? Okay, I'll repeat. Mess food or outside food?
Outside
Outside
food.
food.
आउटसाइड.
So, deadline extension, true or false?
Maybe. It depends. Teacher to
फॉल्स.
Depends.
teacher.
फॉल्स मैम, फॉल्स.
हो जाती है, थोड़ा फोर्स करना
D-
पड़ता है सीआर्स को.
Yeah.
ठीक है.
True.
And you guys also get group projects.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
is it a teamwork or a trauma for you all?
Depends on the team. Depends on the
That's
group.
you guys are giving very calculated answers. I've asked you to एक ही word में मुझे जवाब दो उसका. So it's teamwork or trauma.
Teamwork.
टीम
Okay,
वर्क मैम.
okay,
Teamwork.
okay.
I have
What's
to.
the what's the one thing that you guys pretend that you have understood in the class?
Everything.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Entire lecture, ma'am.
Entire lecture same. You need
Hmm.
to show the professor that you know everything. Okay, sir, I have understood it.
What's the one thing that disappears first at IIM? Is it your sleep, patience, or your sanity?
Sleep.
Sleep. I'm
Sleep.
still the same person.
You
Oh,
can't give up patience when you are at an IIM. Like
Yeah,
you
okay.
true.
need to maintain patience and you can't fight with anyone. If you fight with anyone, you're
Yeah,
gone.
you
Hmm. And
You're gone.
what's the one rule you break regularly?
कल से ब्रेकफास्ट जाऊंगा.
कल
Late
से कल
class,
कल से जिम
class
और
time.
ब्रेकफास्ट.
Kal se gym or breakfast. Okay, okay, great. Okay, guys, now to sum it up, I want you all, now that you are, Rakshit is in Rohtak, Shashwat is in Indore, Shresht is in Ranchi. तो ना क्या strategy होनी चाहिए for the respective IIMs? For example, IPMAT Rohtak के लिए Rakshit, now that you are here, you have cracked the PI, you have cracked the entrance exam, क्या एक strategy है that एक अभी current IPMAT aspirant को follow करनी चाहिए?
I I I believe that IPMAT Rohtak is very much easy to crack in comparison to IIM Ranchi and IIM Indore because of the paper. IPMAT Rohtak paper is quite easy. Like sometimes it's even easy than GIPMAT paper. Like my batch, when I gave the paper, it was very much easy in comparison to GIPMAT paper. But the thing is, it is easy for everyone. So the cutoffs are going to be high, because they are going to select that 170 people, what 170, 198 people only. So cutoffs are going to be high. PI rounds are going to be tricky for you. So yeah, you have to prepare for high cutoffs and don't think like it's easy, we can do it. You have to give mocks regularly and you have to be prepared for that 480 marks target because it is a 480 marks paper. And you have to be mentally prepared because the cutoffs of Rohtak are very fluctuating. Like one year it is 300, it is next year it is 400, another it is like what 380. So you have to be prepared. You have to not believe on the past data. You have to just focus giving on the paper. Like yeah, you have to give your best. That's it. That is the best advice because I remember Rohtak is very unpredictable.
Hmm.
So that is my only tip.
राइट एंड शाश्वत आईपीमैट इंदौर के बारे में क्या कहना है आपका?
I would say कि maximize your score in your IBMAT exam. Like, see, get as much marks as you can, like in 220s minimum. Okay. Uh, and then don't fumble your interview at all. Like, see, what happens कि स्टूडेंट्स का डिले प्रेशर, एक तो पहले मैं आपको बोलूंगा कि वो एग्जाम वाला पोस्ट के ही रखो, 200 से तो कम नंबर आने ही नहीं चाहिए यहाँ पे। 210 से 220 के बीच में जनरली रखो अपने नंबर, अच्छे से आपका सिलेक्शन मतलब गारंटीड होता है लगभग लगभग। एंड द सेकंड थिंग आई वुड से कि इंटरव्यू में से बहुत ग्रेट फंबल मत करना। द थिंग इज कि अगर एवरेज इंटरव्यू भी है ना, 220 के साथ मतलब हो जाता है। बस बहुत ज्यादा मतलब मिस्टेक्स मत करना इंटरव्यू में, दैट्स इट, ज्यादा कुछ नहीं।
Uh, so now I would bring up Rachi. So I am Rachi accepts code of IPMAT Indore. So like what used to happen earlier, कि I am Rachi का interview was not very academic heavy. They used to ask for CV, they used to ask for your extracurriculars. But from past year onwards, the focus has shifted on academics. And now the interview at I am Rachi is also very academic heavy. So, like it is turning the interview at IIM Indore, like IIM Indore's interview is very academic heavy. They don't want the main focus at IIM Indore interview. What I have observed is they want you to have very good hold on your 11th and 12th academics, and communication skills are not the main priority for them. If you know the 11th 12th concepts by heart, then professors would love to take you. And the same thing is now being replicated at IIM Rachi too. The interviews are shifting towards more academic heavy, and if you have a good command on your 11th and 12th, then the professor would likely take you.
Okay. Okay, guys. Now that the IPMAT 2026 aspirants have your strategy, definitely they will be seeing you next year in your respective IIMs. Thank you so much. It was lovely talking to you. And again, we will be coming up with more such videos. And if you still have any doubt or any question that you want to ask them that we have missed, please let us know in the comment section and we will be coming with them to you very soon. Thank you, everyone. I wish you a very sound sleep post this. May you get all the extra hours of sleep, good food. I wish you all the best. You get the highest of placements and all the best to you guys.
Thank you,
Thank,
ma'am.
thank you, ma'am.
Okay.